Freelancers, listen up. Something massive is happening right under our noses, and most people are completely missing it. The CEO of Upwork just dropped a bombshell on live television that changes everything we thought we knew about the future of work. And Fiverr's data, it's quietly confirming the exact same shift. If you are not building your artificial intelligence powered freelancing business right now, you're about to miss the biggest opportunity since the internet went mainstream. And after 3 decades in enterprise technology, I've never seen anything like what's unfolding today. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes because what I'm about to share could completely transform your career. When the chief executive officer of Upwork tells you that freelancing is now a $1.5 trillion market, that's not a trend. That's a complete revolution in how work gets done. But here's what really caught my attention. 28% of all United States knowledge workers are now in flexible work arrangements. Let that sink in for a moment. More than a quarter of the country's professional workforce has already made the shift. Now, I've been consulting with Fortune 500 companies for 30 years, and I've watched every major technology shift from client-server computing to cloud architecture to machine learning. But this is different. This isn't just about technology changing. This is about the fundamental relationship between talent and organizations being completely rewritten. And here's where it gets really interesting. Generation Z, 53% are freelancing. More than half. These aren't people dabbling in gig work between jobs. They're building entire careers outside traditional employment structures. The Upwork CEO was crystal clear about this.
Is a tiny fraction of really a much bigger ecosystem around freelancing contingent work, which, by the way, is a $1.5 trillion market in the US, and 28% of US knowledge workers are engaged in some kind of contingent or flexible work. So this is a huge ecosystem. The gig work is really a tiny component of small transactional projects. On our platform, projects under $300 in spend are only about 5% of total spend. And I think that's pretty representative of the market as a whole. This is really a market for big, complex work by knowledge workers.
Okay. Gig work is actually tiny compared to the real opportunity. The big money, the real future is in complex, high-value work that requires genuine expertise. I recently worked with a cloud architect who left her 6-figure corporate job to freelance. Within 8 months, she was earning 40% more while working with 5 different clients across 3 continents. That's the kind of transformation we're seeing everywhere. But here's the part the mainstream media completely missed, and this is critical. Upwork has 250,000 artificial intelligence experts on their platform right now, 250,000 people, positioning themselves at the intersection of technology and business transformation. And demand? It's growing 53% year over year. That's not linear growth. That's exponential. Now, let me tell you what's really happening inside boardrooms. I've been in those meetings. I've sat across from CFOs and VPs of engineering who are completely rethinking their talent strategies. Companies don't want full-time headcount anymore because artificial intelligence has fundamentally changed the economics of how work gets done. 3 months ago, I was advising a mid-sized manufacturing company in the Midwest. Their HR department wanted to hire 3 full-time data scientists at a combined cost of $450,000 annually, plus benefits. That's over $500,000 in total compensation before they even start producing value. The onboarding process alone would take 4 to 6 months. We brought in freelance specialists instead. The project was completed in 6 weeks. Total cost, $75,000. And here's the beautiful part. When the project finished, there were no awkward conversations about workforce reductions or reallocations. The engagement simply concluded, everyone walked away happy, and the company got exactly what they needed. The Upwork CEO literally called freelancers the new artificial intelligence equalizers for small and mid-sized businesses. What does that mean? It means companies that couldn't afford to build internal machine learning teams can now access world-class expertise for specific projects. The playing field is leveling in real time. Let me share another example. I worked with a regional healthcare provider last year. They needed to implement predictive analytics for patient readmission rates. Building an internal team would have cost them millions and taken over a year. Instead, they hired 2 freelance machine learning engineers and a data visualization specialist. 8 weeks later, they had a working system that reduced readmissions by 18%. The hospital saved millions in penalties and improved patient outcomes simultaneously. Now, Upwork isn't the only platform seeing this explosion. Fiverr is experiencing the exact same shift, but it's happening even faster, and frankly, with even more dramatic results. Here's what's fascinating about Fiverr. Work that used to require entire marketing agencies 30 days to complete is now being delivered by single automation experts in 3 hours. I'm not exaggerating. 3 hours. I've seen it happen repeatedly with my own clients. Last month, I was coaching a small business owner who runs an e-commerce store selling sustainable home goods. She was spending 40 hours a month manually managing her email marketing campaigns. 40 hours. We found a Fiverr specialist who built her a complete automation workflow using N8N and Claude artificial intelligence. The entire system was up and running in 2 days. Her monthly workload dropped from 40 hours to about 2 hours of oversight. That's a 95% reduction in time spent on a critical business function. And this isn't an isolated case. Fiverr is absolutely exploding with demand for artificial intelligence automation work. We're talking about intelligent agents, workflow automation tools like Zapier and Make, Go high-level automations, RAG systems, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation, artificial intelligence sales bots, voice agents, Amazon Web Services implementations, and artificial intelligence solutions for literally every industry. You can imagine real estate, e-commerce, legal services, healthcare, financial advising, coaching, you name it. But here's what most people don't understand. These aren't just technical projects. They're business transformation engagements. When someone hires you to build an artificial intelligence agent, they're not buying code. They're buying solutions to problems that have been holding their business back for years. I recently mentored a freelancer who specializes in artificial intelligence voice agents. She worked with a dental practice that was losing potential patients because their front desk couldn't handle the call volume during peak hours. She built them a voice agent using 11 Labs and VAPI. That system now handles appointment scheduling, answers frequently asked questions, and even does basic insurance verification. The dental practice went from missing 30% of incoming calls to capturing 98%. Her fee for that project, $12,000, and now she has a monthly retainer for system maintenance and improvements. All right, let's connect all these dots because this is where everything comes together. Think about that statistic. 95% of artificial intelligence pilots are failing. They're admitting they can't do this alone. The demand is accelerating, not slowing down. It's not just enterprises. Every business size is jumping in. This means one thing and one thing only. Businesses are desperate for people who understand artificial intelligence and automation. And here's the critical insight most people miss. They don't need perfect experts with PhDs in computer science. They need guides. They need translators. They need people who can bridge the gap between what the technology can do and what their specific business actually needs. I see this every single day on both Fiverr and Upwork. People with basic artificial intelligence workflow skills, Folks who understand how to connect APIs, who can prompt engineer effectively, who know how to use no-code automation tools. They're earning anywhere from $500 to $10,000 per client. And they're getting repeat business because they're solving real problems. One of my coaching clients, let's call him David, was a traditional web developer for 15 years. He took my automation course, learned N8N, and Claude artificial intelligence integration, and within 90 days landed his first artificial intelligence automation client, a real estate brokerage that needed their lead follow-up automated. He charged $4,000 for the initial setup and now earns $1,500 monthly for maintenance and optimization. That's one client. He now has 7 active retainers. Let me get specific about what's actually selling right now. These are the services I'm seeing close deals consistently. Number 1, artificial intelligence agents. We're talking about Go high level integrations, Twilio communications, VAPI voice systems, and 8N workflows, Zapier automation chains. Businesses want intelligent systems that can handle customer interactions, qualify leads, schedule appointments, all without human intervention. Number 2, lead generation automations. Every business on earth needs more qualified leads. If you can build systems that automatically find, qualify, and nurture potential customers, you will never run out of work. I promise you that. Number 3, LinkedIn scraping and automation. B2B companies are willing to pay premium rates for systems that can identify decision makers, personalize outreach, and manage follow-up sequences. One of my students built a LinkedIn automation system for a consulting firm and charged $18,000. The system generated over 200 qualified leads in the first month alone. Number 4, artificial intelligence sales. Follow-up bots. Most businesses lose deals because they fail to follow up consistently. Build a bot that nurtures leads through email, text, and even voice, and you've created something incredibly valuable. I've seen these systems increase close rates by 30 to 40%. Number 5, artificial intelligence data analysis. Companies are drowning in data but starving for insights. If you can take messy data sets, clean them up, run analysis, and present actionable insights, you're solving one of the most painful problems businesses face today. Number 6, imagine a chatbot that knows everything about a company's products, services, policies, and procedures. That's what retrieval augmented generation systems do. I recently saw one deployed for a software company's customer support. It reduced support tickets by 60% in the first month. Number 7, voice bots using 11 labs or retell. Voice artificial intelligence is absolutely exploding. Businesses want phone systems that sound natural, handle complex conversations, and integrate with their existing tools. The dental practice example I mentioned earlier, that's just one application out of thousands. Number 8, artificial intelligence content studios for small businesses. Small businesses know they need content marketing but can't afford agencies. If you can build them systems that generate blog posts, social media content, email newsletters, all customized to their brand voice and industry, you're providing massive value at a fraction of traditional costs. Number 9, automation consulting for small and medium businesses. Sometimes the clients don't even know what's possible. They just know they're overwhelmed. If you can audit their operations, identify automation opportunities, and implement solutions, you become indispensable. I charge between $5,000 and $15,000 for automation audits and implementation roadmaps. Number 10, artificial intelligence training and coaching. This is massively in demand right now. Companies are hiring freelancers to train their teams on how to use artificial intelligence tools effectively. If you can teach non-technical people how to leverage these technologies, that's a skill businesses will pay premium rates for. And here's what's critical to understand. This market is not saturated. It's not even close to saturated. The demand is growing faster than the supply of qualified talent. The market is literally starving for people who can deliver results. All right, let's get practical. You're probably thinking, Ibrahim, this sounds amazing, but where do I actually start? Let me give you the exact roadmap that's working for my coaching clients right now. Step 1. Learn one automation tool. Pick N8N, Zapier, or Make.com. Don't try to learn all three at once. Master one. I personally recommend N8N because it's the most powerful and flexible, but any of them will work. Spend 2 weeks getting comfortable with the interface and building simple workflows. Step 2. Learn one large language model. OpenAI's GPT, Anthropic's Claude, or Google's Gemini. Again, pick one. Learn how to prompt engineer effectively. Understand how to get consistent, high-quality outputs. This isn't about becoming a machine learning expert. It's about becoming an expert user. Step 3. Learn one business integration. Go high level, HubSpot, Shopify, Google Workspace, whatever makes sense for the industries you want to serve. The magic happens when you can connect artificial intelligence to the tools businesses already use every day. Step 4. Offer one microservice. Be incredibly specific. Don't say, I do artificial intelligence automation. Say, I build artificial intelligence follow-up bots for real estate brokers. Or, I create lead generation systems for B2B software companies. Just specificity sells. It positions you as an expert rather than a generalist. Step 5. Use Fiverr to land fast turnaround clients and build your portfolio. Price yourself competitively at first. Your goal isn't to get rich on your first few projects. Your goal is to get testimonials, case studies, and experience. Speed matters on Fiverr. If you can deliver quality work quickly, you'll get repeat business and referrals. Step 6. Use Upwork to land long-term retainer clients. Once you have a portfolio, move up market. Upwork is better suited for higher value, longer-term engagements. This is where you can start charging premium rates and building relationships that turn into recurring monthly income. Step 7. Build a portfolio of case studies. Document everything before and after metrics. Time saved, revenue generated, problems solved. These case studies become your most powerful sales tool. When a potential client asks, have you done this before? You can send them concrete proof of your results. Follow this roadmap, stay consistent, and the next 90 days can completely change your career trajectory. I'm not talking about incremental improvement, I'm talking about transformation. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Ibrahim, and I've spent 3 decades in enterprise technology, working with companies like AT&T, Cisco, and Fortinet. I am an Amazon Web Services Certified Solutions Architect and Certified Artificial Intelligence Practitioner. Whether you're launching your first Amazon Web Services artificial intelligence model or automating complex business workflows, expect step-by-step playbooks, real-world demonstrations, and professional-level shortcuts that actually work. Here's what I want you to do right now. If you want me to create a complete breakdown of exactly which services are selling on Fiverr and Upwork right now, with real examples, pricing strategies, and templates you can use, drop a comment below that says opportunity, just one word, opportunity. If I see enough interest, that'll be my next video. Second, if you're serious about building your artificial intelligence automation business, check out my Udemy courses linked in the description. I'll teach you everything from prompt engineering fundamentals to advanced workflow automation using N8N and Claude. And if you want personalized guidance tailored to your specific situation, book a one-on-one coaching session with me through Wyzant or Fiverr. Links are in the description. The opportunity the Upwork CEO described isn't reserved for other people. It's not reserved for computer science graduates or Silicon Valley insiders. It's available to anyone willing to learn these skills and apply them to solving real business problems. The question isn't whether the opportunity exists. The question is whether you are going to seize it. This is Ibrahim Malik, and I'll see you in the next one. Now go build something extraordinary.